Hello everyone, welcome to Twisted Brush Miniatures. In this video, I will be showing you the steps to paint a custom Chaos Space Marine chapter that I created. So for this first step, you're going to want to prime your model. I would suggest for this paint job priming it black and just getting a nice smooth coat, not globbing any details. After you've primed your model black, you're just going to take a kind of light dark gray. I'm using Army Painter's Uniform Gray. And you're just going to dry brush it wherever you want the highlights to be. Just kind of catching the raised edges, making sure to not have too much paint on that brush. So once you've done that first highlight coat, you're just going to take a slightly lighter gray. This is Ash Gray from Army Painter. And you're going to catch even smaller areas on your model just for a final lighter gray highlight. So after you've done that final gray highlight, you're going to work on the trim. So you're going to be using a gunmetal blue color for this, and you can make that color, if you don't just have a gunmetal blue, by taking a really dark blue and mixing it with a gunmetal gray color. But you're just going to be painting that all over the trim of the armor, making sure to not get any on the gray that you just painted. So once you have done your metallic edging, you're going to take a bright yellow and just paint it over any eyeballs, eyes of horse that are on the model, or the actual eyes of the model. Just making sure to get a nice smooth coat, not getting it on any blue. So once you have your yellow done, just over the eyes and the eye of horse, you are going to take a dark blue. I'm using Pro Acryl's dark gray blue. And you are just going to paint over the cloth and the grenades. Just making sure to get a nice smooth coat, not too thick. Next, you are going to add a highlight to the cloth and the grenade. So for that, you will take a lighter blue, I'm just using Pro Acryl's blue, and your dark blue, and you will mix it in a 2-to-1 ratio of light blue to dark blue. Then you're just painting it kind of roughly over the raised edges of the cloth, making sure to not put too large of globs of paint on the cloth, because you're trying to keep it kind of dark. And for a kind of final step, you are going to take a dark gunmetal gray. I'm using Vallejo's gunmetal gray. And you're just going to paint it over kind of silver elements like the knife, elements of the bolter, bit of the gun, just things like that. Just getting a smooth, even coat of metal with no black shining through. After you have that silver base coat down, you should be done. So before you go, I would like to tell you some lore on these Chaos Space Marines, which I like to call the Castellans of Treachery. So they worship Tzeentch, and they like taking a more strategic and controlled approach to taking down their enemies. They have cloaking devices installed into their suits, and silencers on all the servo joints and weapons, and they like more to infiltrate enemy bases and to plant information, steal information, maybe plant bombs and take out leaders, and pretty much just cause some mayhem. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time on Twisted Brush Miniatures.